Today I want to talk a little bit about digital citizenship. So there was a guy with the last name of Ribble, and he wrote a book called Digital Citizenship in Schools. Anyways, he talks about the difference between a citizen and a digital citizen, and says there really shouldn't be much of a difference, right? So a citizen is someone who is hopefully respectful, responsible, has positive contributions to society. And so he argues that, a digital citizen should be the same. And he actually wrote in his book, he comes up with 9 different elements in regards to digital citizenship. And today I want to go over those 9 different elements. Access is an important one. I know from my own experience within my own district, we've had kids, I'll sign something and then the kids tell me, you know what, I don't have internet at home. I don't have a way to do this. And so it really depends on the socioeconomic situation of each student. But, so teachers have to really keep that in mind, districts, and when assigning work and things like that, and try to address those issues. How are we as a district going to make it more accessible, right, to students and parents as far as the internet is concerned. Commerce is another big one. Our world has changed. Everybody these days are buying things online, and I know even myself and my family. When I go to buy to get car parts, if it's not an immediate need, I go online and I'll buy my part online. And so students are more and more going online. In fact, I think Ribble here in his book, he mentions, in 2009 that you spent $220 billion online. So that's an amazing number there. And so really, as far as the commerce is concerned, these kids need to be educated about the schemes that are online, right, to protect themselves from things that things that are going online, stealing information and stuff like that, credit cards and all that kind of good stuff. So they really do have to be educated on that kind of stuff. Really changed with digital communication. So it used to be phones, right? You make a phone call. Nowadays, everybody sends an email, a text message, Facebook post. And this is great, but the only issue that's occurring is people, especially youth, are not realizing the digital footprint, right, that they are creating. And so you have to be very, very careful in your communications, because that stuff will follow you. There are stories nowadays where you have, professional athletes that things are coming back to haunt them. Just the other day, one occurred. When they were 13 or 14, things that they said and posted on social media, and now they're having to respond about and apologize for those things. So definitely be careful with the communication. Digital literacy is also an important one. A lot of parents are behind. Their kids understand technology because they were born in the technology world, technology's revolution, if you will, and the parents are, they don't understand technology. Also teachers at school, right? There's so much opportunity to use technology, and it's not being used to its greatest capacity because teachers are not getting the professional development that they need to be able to understand it. So the whole literacy part of this is vital. It has to be a part of using technology because you have to be kind to others. You have to show that compassion to others when using technology. And I think we have to be an example, because students watch educators, and they watch adults, and so they're going to follow you. So you have to be nice to others, and be considerate of others when using technology. Digital law, you have to watch. You have to know watch it. You got to know the copyrights. You have to make sure you get permission to use things. It's very easy, not to. And now with our time and day, music and that kind of stuff is so easy to download, and videos. But you have to know the law, and you got to be careful what you share. Especially with pornography, you can get yourself into trouble by going to the wrong site, not even trying to necessarily download the material, but get yourself trapped in a site. So you have to be very careful while you're online. Remember, in the digital world, we're given certain rights, and these rights are really given to all the members, and we have to abide by those rights. And in schools, these are considered AUPs that students have to sign and agree upon. Health and wellness, it's a real thing. You have to be extremely careful, because sitting at a computer all day long can take a toll on you. Your back can start hurting, your neck can start hurting, your fingers start cramping up. And so as you use technology, we really have to pay attention to our bodies, our eyes, from looking at a computer all day long, and take breaks. So we really have to be educated as far as the wellness and our health. Security is a big thing. As an educator, at our school, I know that we have our computers secure, and every once in a while there may be a virus that pops up, and they gotta warn people, or a scam that's coming through on emails, not to click and download. And so they're always warning us to watch ourselves and to be really careful. But those intruders are out there, they're waiting. And as we protect ourselves using antiviruses or firewalls, we're essentially, as Ribble argues, we're protecting the rest of the community as well, because we're not passing that on to them and they're not sharing it.